Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Crystal Vision 1111. Let's get right into the love reading for you guys today and see what's happening between you and your person. This is a general reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through today will resonate with everyone watching, so please just take from this reading what speaks to your soul and let the rest go. Whatever you're hearing or seeing on social media, know that it's all a facade. I'm hiding how unhappy I really am. My shadows are kicking my ass. Okay, so if you are seeing what's going on your personal social media, they're presenting a false sense of who they are to the world. They don't want everyone else to know how unhappy they are, how miserable they are, how much they miss you. They're hiding this. They're wearing a mask because they're having to look at and face their shadows. And when you face your shadows, it's really hard work, guys. You've probably been through it as well, where you had to really look at the things within yourself that you needed to work on, that you needed to heal, that you needed to change. Perhaps it's behaviors, perhaps it's some sort of like dysfunctional thing, but you know what it's like to face those shadows. Your person is facing these shadows now, and they are working through this. So whatever you see on social media, don't pay it any attention, because your person is not doing well. It's not real. It is because they are giving a false sense of happiness and security to the world. I know now what I've lost. Your person really realizes what they've lost when they lost you. Although they're the ones that caused themselves to lose you, they understand and they see what they've lost by no longer having you in their life. You're so very loving and giving and caring and nurturing, and they're so attracted to you. They love spending time with you. They want to even spend time with you now. But through looking at their shadows and getting their asses kicked by having to look at their shadows, they have a greater realization and understanding now of what they have lost when they damaged your connection and ruined your relationship. I'm not good at expressing my feelings. I wish you could just look into my heart and feel all the love I have for you. And perhaps your person has not been able to express their feelings to you when the two of you were together before. And perhaps for some of you, they were able to. But I do feel for the majority of you, they weren't emotionally expressive. They didn't tell you how they felt. They weren't vulnerable. They didn't let you in. They didn't let down their guard. They didn't open their heart because it was uncomfortable for them. It scared them to really let you know the true depth of their emotions and their love for you. But they are saying that they wish you could just look into their heart and see and feel all the love they have for you, because their love for you is deep. It's genuine. It's real. It's powerful, because they also know what they've lost now by not having you in their life. And I do feel there's a lot of regret and remorse that comes with this as well, guys. I need more time to figure things out right now. And that actually makes sense, although it can be really frustrating because you're waiting to hear from this person. You're ready to start rebuilding your connection and get things moving forward again with them. But if they're having to deal with their shadows that are kind of like hitting them pretty hard over here, it's going to take them a little bit of time to figure things out. You want them to come back to you fully healed. You want them to be whole. You don't want to be a fragment of themselves, because that is what you had before. You didn't have the full person. You only had part of them because they weren't able to express their love. They weren't able to share their emotions with you. So they're asking for a little bit more time to figure things out because they need to continue growing, healing, and evolving, so that when the two of you come back together, they'll be able to be more emotionally mature and accountable and responsible with their feelings, with their love to you and to this connection. I'm not ready to be with you yet. We already know that because they need more time. And when your person is ready to be with you, when they're ready to break out of this cocoon that they've been in, this cocoon of, I do feel for some of them has been a cocoon of isolation, kind of removing themselves from the world for some of you. When they're ready to break out of that cocoon and emerge this beautiful, transformed butterfly, they will come to you and they will express to you their feelings, why they acted the way they did, why they behaved the way they did, why they're apologizing for the words they said, because they're going to want to rebuild this connection with you. And when they are ready, you will know, and you will feel it within yourselves, guys. You will feel that shift in the universe, like you'll start to feel some sort of excitement within you that something's about to change, that something wonderful is about to happen. You'll know within yourselves. Also, pay attention to your dreams, because I do feel this is also could perhaps give you some insight as to what's going on with your person and when they will start trying to rebuild your connection. There is so much more going on than you realize. So again, your person is having to deal with a lot of stuff, and they need to work through whatever this is alone. You can't help them with this. This is something they have to deal with head on by themselves. This is part of their soul blueprint for this lifetime, to address and deal with whatever these shadows are, to work through whatever their issues are, to heal what has to be healed within themselves, to give the two of you a better opportunity to establish a much stronger connection. I left you before you could leave me. I have abandonment fears. See, it's all starting to come really clear here. It's all starting to get much clearer. And I do feel for many of you, your person does have abandonment fears. And if someone has abandonment fears, they will sabotage a relationship because they don't want you to leave them. So what do? They create problems. They create chaos, create drama. Let's just stir everything up and make a big mess, because then they can feel justified within themselves that you left them, that you abandoned them. It's all a form of self-sabotage. They have to work through these fears, but working through these abandonment fears by creating this chaos and drama so that the things between the two of you would end is really not the way to do it. The way to do it is to have adult conversations with you, the person they love, the person they care about. That's how they should have dealt with it. And this is how they will deal with it when the two of you come back together and start rebuilding your relationship. They'll explain all of this to you. And I do feel this is also part of the reason why they say they're not ready to be with you yet, because they know they have to deal with this abandonment fears, whatever these abandonment issues are within your person. It's something that I feel for some of you is very deep rooted, and it goes way back. It could even go back to childhood for some of them. Perhaps they didn't feel loved by their parents. Perhaps they were abandoned by their parents. Perhaps other people in their lives didn't really love or care for them the way that they did. And that created this sense of not feeling worthy of love or not being good enough to be loved. Your person has to work through these things, guys, in order for the two of you to have a solid, stable relationship with one another. See, I feel unworthy of your love. That is that abandonment fear. They feel that they're not good enough. Someone before has hurt them when it comes to love. Like I said earlier, it could even go all the way back to childhood, family, friends, past relationship partners, whatever it is. Your person has to work through these issues that are making them feel unworthy. And they are doing this now, which is why they're not ready to be with you yet. They're having to still heal this stuff. And here they say there's so much more going on than you realize. And this is part of it as well, this stuff that they're trying to heal and release and let go of. These past wounds that are so very deep, your person's having to really work through those so that they can be fully present for you. And once they heal that stuff, they will be ready to be with you. And you will see and experience your person showing up for you in a much bigger way than anything you could possibly imagine right now, guys. See, this is the 5 of Pentacles. This is this sense of your person feeling unworthy, not feeling good enough, but also feeling left out in the cold. and feeling unloved, not just by whoever it was in the past that couldn't love them the way they needed to be loved. And if it was when they were a child, they have a wounded inner child that they're also trying to work through and heal. This is why they feel unworthy of your love, because they feel they don't deserve love. They feel that there's something within them that's not good enough to be loved. But they will heal this, and they will change this, and you will see your person coming out of this, working on their shadow side, and perhaps for some of them it's even a dark night of the soul. It really is starting to feel like a dark night of the soul here, especially with that Five of Pentacles being here. They feel abandoned. They feel left out in the cold. They feel that they have nowhere to go. But you know what? They do have somewhere to go, and that is up. The only way to get through a dark night of the soul is to pull yourself up and out of it. But this is part of the growth that your person has to experience as part of this connection with you. This is the Chariot. Yes, this is about success. Your person is going to find the success they need to pull themselves up and out of this difficult place that they're in. They're going to be able to work through their shadow side and come into the light again. Your person is going to be able to move forward from whatever it is that's been holding them back, and then move the connection between the two of you forward as well. The Chariot is about victory. It is about your person overcoming whatever it is that's making them feel unworthy and not good enough, so that they can step into the divine light of this connection with you. This is the Empress. The divine light of this connection with you. I just said it. Your person finds you so very attractive. They have so much love for you. They feel that you are so very nurturing and loving and supportive and giving. And they've never felt or experienced anything like this ever before with anyone. Ever. They know that you're the one for them, and they do see that there is such a strong long-term potential here between the two of you, and they do want to rebuild this connection. The Empress is a card of long-term partnership. It's a card of marriage. It's also a card of fertility. So perhaps you and your person have talked about having children, having a family, combining your families as the case may be. Please only take that only as it resonates. But your person does see, with this Empress card being here, that they can see a future with you. They see longevity with you. This says they're leaving this place of darkness and moving forward into this light. And you are their light. You light their heart. You light their soul. And I do feel the person that comes out on the other side of this transformation that your person is going through is going to be a different person than the one that ended things with you, or that ran or ghosted, or whatever it was that caused the split, the separation between the two of you. You're going to see a very different person, and they are going to be so expressive of their love for you. They're going to tell you everything they went through, because they're not going to want to go through this again. They'll share everything with you because they're not going to want to run the risk of losing you again. They know what they've lost now by not having you in their life. And you know what? They don't like that feeling. They want to get this back, which is why they are addressing their shadows and doing this inner work to rebuild this connection. Exposed and revealed. Your person has a much greater awareness of what they need to fix and what they need to heal within them. They've taken off the blinders. They've ripped off all the band-aids. They are looking at themselves naked and exposed. That's what this card says. They're having revelations about themselves. They're being able to have a breakthrough and see what they need to work on, so the two of you can come to this place of union with one another. And your person will be successful in working through this stuff. It may not seem like it to you now, but they will be, because they're not going to want to lose you again. Let it go. Okay, now, before you all start worrying, let me just explain this card. This is not about your person letting it go, because if you look very closely at this heart, there is a bow here that's tied, and each one of these birds are holding on to that bow. This is about your person surrendering to the universe and surrendering to this connection, so the two of you can come together. It's about them letting go of their control, letting go of their issues, working through their stuff, surrendering to the powers that be, and allowing their angels, their guides, the people in the spiritual realm to take control over what they're having to heal and help them. There's divine guidance around this connection. There's divine guidance in this union between the two of you. Your person is letting go of whatever issues from the past are keeping them stuck, so the two of you can come into union with one another. And once they establish this union with you, they are not going to want to run the risk of losing you again. And so they will do what they need to do to keep this connection in their life. You're the only person who makes me feel alive. Do you feel this is so true for your person? Before they met you, they never experienced anything like this connection that they have with you. They feel such a deep, profound love for you that they've never felt or experienced it before. And since you have not been in their life, they don't feel that sense of excitement or that sense of anticipation of being able to see you, knowing they're going to spend time with you, because you're the one who makes them feel alive, not anybody else. And they can only feel and experience these things with you because they know, as the Empress tells us, that you are the one for them. I should never have let you go. And perhaps they shouldn't have let you go. I do feel they regret letting you go. However, by letting you go, they are giving themselves the time, the space, and the energy that they need to be able to heal what it is that's holding you back. Because if they hadn't let you go already, and the two of you had continued on the path of this relationship with one another, it would have eventually happened. There would have been a split. There would have been a separation. There would have been a breakup, an eruption like a volcano. Something would have happened anyway, because your person was broken when the two of you started spending time together, when you started dating, when you started building your relationship before. So by letting you go, they gave themselves what they needed, the space they needed to be able to focus on themselves and do that inner work and self-reflection to heal what they need to heal within themselves, which is what will give your connection with them a much greater opportunity for long-lasting stability and staying power. Your person does love you. They see a future with you. They're letting go of their need to control, but also letting go of past baggage, issues, abandonment fears, whatever it is that is holding your person back. They are letting it go. And everything has been exposed and revealed to them, so they can see clearly the issues that they need to work on, especially in addressing their shadows. This is what they're doing, but they are working their way towards you to create a union with you. This is your reading for today, guys. We hope this was able to bring some insight and guidance into your connection with your person. If you enjoyed the reading today, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and type 1111 to claim this reading. Thank you all so much for watching.